Microphone? Somebody wants to hear.
I did speak with the county attorney's office, I believe last week, and I confirmed their position today. From the county attorney's office, the county is not interested in having this on their water tower, their E911 tower, or the sheriff's tower, whichever tower is that. But they knew where this was proposed to be located, and they were okay with that.
They were okay with it, and
they do not want co-location on those three facilities.
Well, who's the final decision maker at the county?
And I got this information from the county.
So we probably, the officer probably should set up a meeting with Dave the Church and Diane and maybe turn the guy for now, because there's probably liability.
Imagine that. I think I'd go ahead.
Well, later, I mean, it's anybody.
Okay, one second.
His revenue.
Okay. All right.
You want me to say something?
Yeah, if you're going to talk, you have to name, address, but I want to make sure we're going to public first. Any other comments from the board? Yeah. Microphone.
I'm sorry. Anyway, the question I had is that big power line with the I don't know what kind of power line it is. It goes through the wetlands over by the racket club.
The Marcy South?
Thank you.
No, it's not the
Is it the Marcy South?
I don't believe that's the Marcy South there. It's the one that runs 6.5 Station Road down by the other end of the jail. That runs across the side.
I know the one you're talking about.
Why can't this be located on the power line? It's already ugly. I mean, really, what's the difference if we have a cell tower on top of it?
Fair enough. We looked at the power lines that are north near the border of town. I think those are the ones that you may be speaking about. And
I'm not sure
we submitted with our engineer, from our radio frequency emissions expert on a map, showing that if we were to locate on the power lines that are the closest to the gap that we're trying to fill, that if it wouldn't fill it, we would still have a gap of 0.6 miles on Route 17, still resulting in drop calls. It's just not geographically in the location that's going to fill it.
That's far from where you are. I mean, it can't be a quarter of a mile at the most.
I understand.
And it's higher.
Mr. Comey, you got an opinion on it?
Yeah, and sometimes I get accused of being one-sided, but in this particular case I have to agree with the applicant. It will not. Those power lines are far enough away that they will not provide the needed coverage to fill the gap.
Okay.
And I'm working on your behalf, but in this particular case, I'm not giving you the answer you want to hear, but that's the answer.
What kind of revenue would the county be able to get from having it located on the water tower?
If they know how to negotiate, significant. If they do it without taking the offer from the industry, it would be significantly less. So it's site-specific with your code that says go on to a co-located structure. That's the first choice. So there is some leverage there to get some significant revenue for the county. You want me to pick a number? I'll pick a number, but I'm not sure. $30,000 a year. Yeah, it's found dollars. Okay. With, going for 20 or 25 years, escalating every year, etc. So.
Well, in these fiscal times, it would seem to be responsible of the county to try to generate that. And so maybe we should be talking. Let's see what we can get. Let's contact Mr. Church and see how much clout he's got.
Maybe the planning board will draft a letter to Diana.
Yeah, and it fits our code. It's the best location according to our expert.
Our cabinet also.
And I would be surprised if the county executive was willing to say that he didn't want to be fiscally responsible here.
With that, the other counties, for other counties.
Actually, your precedent, or what we want to establish as precedent, is co-location. That's what your code says, that's what you try to do, so you all limit the number of whatever kind of structure.
Yeah, I'm on a pole like this, obviously you have more control over establishing that. Putting it on the county property, they make limitations. Why? So we have the control.
Well, from the standpoint of an 80-foot monopole, the thing that's going to happen for co-location, the next guy's going to come back and tell you he needs 90.
Yeah.
It's going to get higher, not shorter. A water tank, such as the one that's up there, you could put every carrier in this area on that water tank without causing a problem. I know of water tanks that have 4 and 5 carriers on the water tank, sir. I'm not trying to...
No, I know.
But they could do that if they wanted to. Again, you don't control it, the county does, but that's the situation.
May I just add one thing? The board directs us to make further efforts to contact the county, Mr. Church, or I think it was someone, Edward Diana, is that the county executive? We'd be, of course, comply with that. It's our position that the county attorney's already rejected us to do 911. Coordinator has rejected us. It seems like it's kind of a fait accompli that they're not interested. But if the board directs us, of course we'll do it.
You now have the chairman of planning saying that he sees it as significant environmental detriment, scenic detriment, all kinds of detriments, and he would strongly support putting it on the county property and thinks he might be able to help us move in that direction. I think with that combination, and Ms. O'Hearn, you already had to talk to Mr. Diane, and he said,
good news.
He sent his letter to me.
Holly O'Hearn, Chief Summerview Drive, Goshen, New York.
I'm sorry. He apparently had more to say, and I interrupted him. I'm sorry.
And so just one other thing to add. I recognize Ms. Jacoby is just giving a sort of an informal opinion as to how the second co-locating carrier would act, in terms of asking for another 10 feet. I would, dispute that as a case-by-case thing. Different carriers have different gaps, different areas, different technology, and I think probably Ms. Jacoby can work on any number of applications where somebody has gone in under the existing height as a subsequent co-locator. I just want to put that out there. I know that's not really germane to the real thrust of the conversation right now, but I just want to have that sort of in the record. And that having been said, I'll contact you and look forward to it.
Okay, well, in my 12 years, Chairman, is it 12 now? Close to 12 years, every applicant that has ever come in has tried to go up. We've made a few go down when Mr. Comey showed them that they could survive going down, but the first request is always, I need to go higher. Okay, so maybe there is one out there, maybe you worked on one, but everyone that's ever come into the town of Goshen has always tried to go up.
And the only reason I say that in this case, the center line that they're talking about, 77 feet. The tree height out there is darn close to 77 feet, the existing trees. So to have someone go down at 67 feet, you're now putting antennas within the tree height or level. It would be very difficult to cover anywhere near the distance that you can cover when you're slightly above the tree. That's why the comment was made.
Okay, Ms. O'Hearn?
Anyway, I talked to Ed Diana today during my work hours. Isn't it great? Anyway, multitasking. Anyway, he actually is not opposed to having a tower put on the county land. He feels that the water tower and the 911 system will interfere, like if we add a tower on the water tower, that it will interfere with the 911 system. His feeling is that he could find topography on the land to erect another tower. I feel like they need to have communication with Mr. Khan because he's telling me that's not going to be a problem with the water tower. But somewhere there needs to be dialogue, right? I think, is what I would encourage your board to do, have dialogue. He certainly is not opposed to getting income, obviously, because of offset our taxes, and it's the right thing to do. And we really